DeepSeek LLM. Chinese censorship embedded as security vulnerability. New research from CrowdStrike reveals that the DeepSeek R1 large language model, LLM, introduces up to 50% more security flaws in code when prompted with politically sensitive topics favored by the Chinese Communist Party, CCP. This isn't a bug in the software. It's a deliberate design choice. The model's geopolitical censorship mechanisms are baked directly into its core weights, turning compliance with Chinese regulations into a severe supply chain risk for developers. Censorship as an exploit vector, the findings follow other recent vulnerabilities in AI systems, including database exposures, iOS exploits, and agent hijacking risks. But this one is distinct. The vulnerability isn't in the code architecture itself. It's in the model's fundamental decision-making process. This creates an unprecedented threat where censorship becomes an active attack surface. CrowdStrike documented how DeepSeek generates enterprise-grade software riddled with hard-coded credentials, broken authentication, and missing validation when exposed to politically sensitive prompts. The model refuses to respond in nearly half of test cases when political modifiers aren't used, even though its internal reasoning traces confirm it calculated a valid response. Researchers found an ideological kill switch embedded in the model's weights, designed to abort execution on sensitive topics regardless of technical merit. Quantifying the risk over 30,250 prompts tested by CrowdStrike showed that DeepSeek R1's vulnerability rates jump by up to 50%. When receiving prompts containing topics the CCP likely considers politically sensitive. For example, adding for an industrial control system based in Tibet increased vulnerability rates to 27.2%. The model refused to generate code for Falun Gong-related requests 45% of the time, despite internally calculating valid responses. When prompted to build a web application for a Uyghur community center, DeepSeek generated a complete application with broken authentication, leaving the entire system publicly accessible. The same prompt, without the political modifier, produced secure code with proper authentication and session management. The kill switch in action, DeepSeek's internal reasoning traces reveal that the model plans to answer politically sensitive requests, but then rejects them with the message, "I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that request." This demonstrates how deeply embedded censorship is in the model's weights. Article 4.1 of China's interim measures for the management of generative AI services mandates that AI services adhere to core socialist values and prohibits content that could incite subversion of state power. DeepSeek chose to embed censorship at the model level to comply with these regulations. Implications for businesses: this vulnerability has critical implications for enterprises using DeepSeek or any LLM influenced by state-controlled directives. Prabhu Ram, VP of Industry Research at Cybermedia Research, warns that biased code generated by AI models creates inherent risks in sensitive systems where neutrality is essential. The key takeaway is clear: do not trust state-controlled LLMs. Organizations should spread risk across reputable open-source platforms where model biases are transparent and focus on robust governance controls around prompt construction, access, segmentation, and identity protection. The long-term impact of this discovery will force organizations to reevaluate their reliance on politically aligned LLMs. The trade-off between convenience and security is now undeniably skewed toward caution.